I thought I'll do a little talk on the topic of, let's say, warm up. Okay, right now I'm in South Bengaluru. It's a little cold, it's a little rainy, um, so it's a little weepy kind of weather. Yes, okay, coldish, rainish. And if there's somebody who's watching this video, and if you're facing a similar situation, that's kind of cold, it's a little rainy, and you'd like to kind of warm up or air condition, yeah, from your own body, where our body, ancient texts say our body has about 49 metabolic processes. And I've been talking in terms of healthy and natural breathing, which means our body is capable of kind of air conditioning. And like a room, when it's sufficiently ventilated, when it's sufficiently air conditioned, it's pleasanter to live in. Yeah. So I thought I'll try and capture a little bit of what I'm calling of how I, in some way, bring a balance between the hot and the cold. Yeah. So that way, I just saw a video where on Instagram where people are sitting in a bath of ice cold water, or they're recommending if you have, say, arthritis or tendinitis and concerns like that, you actually dunk your your joint in ice cold water. And I'm thinking there's a much easier way to come to health than that. Yeah. So so the context is, now, have you heard of Ida and Pingla? Ida refers to the coolness aspect of the body, yeah, moon kind, and Pingala refers to the heat or the hotness, yeah, and so that's a little bit like the sun, yeah. Tawny has been the color referred to on Google, yeah, for Ida and Pingala. So that's like we already have a certain heating system and a cooling system in the body. Yeah. Now the Pingala has been Pingala, my pronunciation will be off, but it's said to begin from the right. Okay, according to the textbook, it must have been taken from a male who wrote the text. Okay, it says it starts from the right testicle to the right nostril. Okay, Pingala. And Ida is said to start from the left testicle to the left nostril. Okay? So for females, you could say it's from the kind of like the inguinal canal kind of region, the jaw, kind of like the region where your hip, where your legs meet with your pelvic floor. Yeah? Kind of. Um, so if you look at it that way, it's like a kind of like a straight line, but it refers to nadis, which is talking about there are channels by which, let's say, energy moves through. That would not be the exact words to be used, but um, let's say the coolness factor and the hotness factor, or those temperature regulators, so to speak, yeah, for the point of reference of this video and this topic. Our body is made up of several factors which is not popularly known. Consequently, we have, say, WHO's list of diseases, yeah, from what we know and don't know. Because we already knew that we wouldn't have diseases, yeah, and then it's about how to go beyond them. Okay, now having said that, when the coolness factor, or that which maintains the coolness or iciness in our body, which is also necessary, so the hot and cold is necessary, ice and, say, cold like hot is both important too. So we kind of have reserve energy, yeah. And I say energy for want of a better word, yeah. Or let's just say for the air conditioning to happen, yeah, there needs to be sufficient heat in the body to maintain the warm condition, and there needs to be certain, say, cold water, or the AC needs to have that freezing ability to, to then let out a cold blast of air to cool the environment. Yeah. So there needs to be a certain hotness and coldness in the system so that it can regulate temperature accordingly. And the difference then is if the hotness and coldness has poison, then it's kind of spewing hot poison, yeah, and it may be apparently warming the temperature, but it's actually poisonous, yeah. So in maintaining health, it is important to regularly decontaminate, detoxify our body systems, such that when the air conditioning is required, a body is not warming our system with poison, yeah, hot poison or cold poison, yeah, hot, let's just say warm or cool poison, not good, yeah, because then it's going to go, it's going to be a cog in the wheel to our physiological process, and not so good, yeah. Okay, now what would help maintaining of health is, for example, to begin with paying attention to sense of warmth in your body. It could be your hands, it could be your armpit, it could be your neck, it could be your skin, anywhere about your body where you can notice warmth. Okay, and that's that warmth. So it could be warm to hot to cold to cool, like a range, yeah. And if you can begin, to get a little sense of what these 4 temperatures feel like. When we say temperatures, just basically degree of heatness or coldness, presence or absence of heat, yeah. So warmth, you can pay attention to anywhere in your body where you feel warm, that you recognize as warm. If you're having a difficulty with that, maybe get a warm cup of water, heat some water, and then notice as the cup is, maybe you can feel it when it's really hot to as it cools to when it's barely kind of warm, not cold, that's kind of warm, yeah. Similarly, recognize on your body, on your skin, where do you feel warm, where do you feel hot, which is relatively more heat than warm, where do you feel cold, like icy, like when you place your hand in ice cold water, yeah. Where in your body do you feel cold, and where in your body do you feel cool, not cold, cool, yeah. So that's a little bit of how you begin to get a sense of temperature, the temperature range in your body, and it could be anywhere between this. So it could be like warmth grade 1, and then between warm to hot there could be many gradations in between, yeah. But if you can get a sense of, okay, this is warm, not hot, yeah, or this is cold, not cool, then you're beginning to get a little sense of discernment of temperature, yeah. Now discernment is an important part in getting to the basics of recognizing one aspect of health. Now there are others. For example, you would need to recognize when is it poison versus not. Those are finer aspects, yeah. Or when is it pain, when is it say growth pain, growing up pain versus disease pain, yeah. So you could say disease also is like dis-ease. Sometimes growing up pain is also not so very comfortable, but it could say you're having a muscle strain, yeah, or a ligament strain, and that need not necessarily be a growing up pain, yeah. So to discern them, so we have several finer aspects in this. We will come to discerning all of them, but first we begin with just warmth, because this is more basics, yeah. If you're in a cold environment, yeah, where it's rainy, wet, or in that case, just pay attention to warmth, the range between warm to hot. If you're in a warm environment, say you have a hearth on, yeah, you have the living room fire on, or hot summer, yeah, desert kind of a place, it's pay attention to any sense of cool to cold. Yeah, because the body has these aspects. Yeah, these are kind of complementary opposites. So over many years of living, yeah, these are some of the aspects. Now our body has the Ida and Pingala. So there is the cool and the cooling factor, cooling filament, so to speak, yeah, and the heating filament, so to speak. If we consider our body to be a certain heat conducting system, yeah. So pay attention to any sense of cool to warm, cool to cold if you're in a hot environment, and warm to hot if you're in a cold environment. So that's for now. Um, so just paying attention to the range between warm to hot and cool to cold. I'm repeating myself, I know. Either of this itself takes some time. Yeah. So we'll pause for now, because too much too soon, that's not how yoga happens. That's not how, the movement from disease to health happens. Yeah. So thank you so much for your kind attention. Thank you so much for your interest. Good day.